You are 12 weeks pregnant. Oh, this is the week. It's such a huge milestone, isn't it? Now, if you're watching this right now, some of you may have already had your scan. Some of you may be waiting. You might even have it today. If so, good luck. And you will have now met your little baby for the first time, most likely. Or should I say babies, because some of you may be expecting multiples. We have 2 sets of twins in my family, and in terms of who it should follow, I technically could have twins. So we are hoping for a third one day, but I might get a third and a fourth, you never know. But you can tell I'm excited. I'm going to get into this video and let's take a look at how your baby is doing at 12 weeks pregnant. So baby is now about 2 inches long and is roughly, in fruit terms, the size of a lime. Now, can you remember back to when they were the size of a tiny little poppy seed? I mean, it's crazy, isn't it, how big they've grown already? So your baby has now developed reflexes, which means they'll be flexing those tiny fingers and toes and even making that suckling motion, which you might even get to see in your scan, as quite a few parents do. Now, one fun fact for this week is that if you prod your tummy, you might disturb that little resident of yours. And I know that sounds a bit mean, but they'll be disturbing your sleep soon enough anyway. And another thing is that all of their features are now in place, and they are going to be the features that you know and love in a few months' time, albeit quite a bit bigger and chubbier. So we talked about baby, but what about you? How are you feeling, and what is being 12 weeks pregnant really like? Well, here at Channel Mum, we're comparing the textbook versus the truth with a little help from some expectant mums who know. Week 12 is the week that it all becomes very real, I think. It's such a big week, and you've probably had your scan. You might already be thinking of ways to tell your friends or family. If you've already told them, let us know down below what they said, what the reactions were like. Did you get many happy tears? And as well as all of that, you know that your little baby is okay, and you can't buy that peace of mind, can you? Another thing about being 12 weeks pregnant after you've had your scan is that now you have your official due date, and that is going to be something that you are on the countdown to now. It's going to be the most important date in the world to you. And even though only 4% of babies are actually born on their due date, it's still nice to have something to count down to, isn't it? Another thing that's really worth noting is that this dating scan may include the nuchal translucency, or NT scan, which is where your sonographer will measure the nuchal fold, which is at the back of the baby's neck. Now, this is part of the test for Down syndrome, and your midwife will provide you with lots of support and advice regarding this, so try not to worry. Now, what else is new in the 12th week of pregnancy? Well, there are 2 symptoms that you may be experiencing this week and in following weeks. I know a little bit TMI, but let's go there. One is discharge. You may be getting a little bit more of that in your knickers, and don't worry, it's completely normal. And the second is heartburn. Now, this can be horrible and it caused me a lot of problems, but if you're really struggling like I did, then make sure you go to your GP, because there are plenty of medicines that you can take while you're pregnant to stop you feeling like a fire-breathing dragon. I'd really recommend it. So now it's time for those 12-week bumps. So let's take a look at how some other mums' bellies looked at 12 weeks pregnant.
Wearing tighter tops now, because I think you can kind of tell that it's a little bump and it's not just me putting on weight. I think there is kind of bump shape there now.
I think it's still starting to round out a little bit. It is a little bit on the podgy side still. Like when I put on certain clothes, I still look in between fat and pregnant.
I feel like I'm getting some firmness.
So what else can you expect? Well, here at Channel Mum, we got tons of vlogs for every week of pregnancy from other mums who are expecting at the same stage as you are right now. So what did they say about being 12 weeks pregnant?
This is the one that I've kind of been hoping for the most. I think any pregnant lady will tell you that the first trimester is definitely the hardest, and 12 weeks is definitely the biggest milestone to get to.
Symptom-wise, I was feeling on top of the world, like at the beginning of 12 weeks. I was so happy, like the sickness had practically vanished. I feel really normal, like in myself and in the way I look, and just in general, just feeling like really back to normal. Like skin feels normal, boobs aren't as sore, don't feel as bloated and fat, and just generally was feeling pretty awesome. And then yesterday, it kind of all went back to the way it was again. I'm feeling sick, I've got really bad headaches.
Really pleased to have got to this stage. The most exciting thing that's happened this week is this.
We got to see lots of the baby, and it's a real wrinkler, was moving around loads. And here is the picture, or are the pictures. So there it is, quite clear now. You can see the obviously the head and the body and the arms, and that's a leg.
Little leggy, like stretched out.
I've had a fair bit of sickness this week. It doesn't seem to have gone yet, and I've also been suffering with headaches still. I started to get quite bad bleeding gums when I brush my teeth.
It's so hormonal, it's unreal, like things have been upsetting me so bad.
Still keep getting out of breath. I'm still needing to go to the loo more. I am so thirsty.
My teeth hurt. Like I don't ever really have problems with my teeth at all. But I remember this from when I was pregnant with Isla, especially my back teeth, like my molars are just a bit achy and sore.
Not really showing yet, I'd say. I definitely, my hips have got wider. I kind of feel like I'm definitely going pew.
My bump is quite big for a 12-week bump, but I think it is where I just have had, you know, I've got hardly any stomach muscles from 2 previous pregnancies. I've been feeling quite tired, I've had some backache, and yeah, not feeling sick or anything, but what I have noticed is my skin is getting a lot worse.
Feeling a bit like achy and stretchy, as if things are starting to move and make room.
It's all out in the open now, which is so nice. It feels so good, everyone knows.
We've now told my girls, which was lovely.
It's just so nice to actually be talking about it, and it just makes it feel so real.
Before I go, let's take a look at the channel mom, the good, the bad and the ugly of being 12 weeks pregnant. The good, you have finally had that 12-week scan, and now you have a little keepsake photo of your baby to look at every night before you go to bed. That's what I did. The bad, how many weeks is it until the next scan then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. And the ugly, you're wondering if there's ever going to be a point in your pregnancy where you can eat and you don't feel A, sick, or B, like you're breathing fire. I can't really promise you that, actually. I'm really sorry to say. So as always, we hope you've enjoyed watching the textbook versus the truth about being 12 weeks pregnant. We would love to know how you and Bump are doing, so let us know how those scans have gone, and if you've not had yours yet, then make sure you pop back and tell us, and let us know what your family and friends' reactions were like, and just how you're feeling in general. We'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like something to watch after this, then why not head over to Channel Mum and check out all the other vlogs of other women who are at the same stage in their pregnancy as you are right now. We will leave a link in the comments down below so you can get watching if you'd like. So that's all from us here at Channel Mum, and we will see you again next week. Take care.